Have you ever looked around and just wondered, what separates a life full of joy and success from one that's a constant struggle? Well, according to Dr. Joseph Murphy, the answer isn't somewhere out in the world. It's actually right inside your own head. So in this explainer, we're going to unpack that huge idea and show you how to tap into the incredible potential that's just waiting inside your subconscious mind. This is the huge question Dr. Murphy really kicks things off with. And it's a big one, isn't it? I mean, why do people with similar backgrounds, similar chances, end up living totally different lives? He argues it's not about luck, it's not about fate. It all comes down to how we use our minds. And that leads us right to the core of his work. See, the secret is in understanding that you don't just have one mind. You've actually got two distinct levels, and each one has a very, very different job. Okay, think of it like this. Your conscious mind is the captain on the bridge of a ship. It's the one thinking, making all the choices, and deciding on the destination. But your subconscious mind, that's the huge, powerful crew down in the engine room. It doesn't ask questions, it doesn't argue with the captain's orders, it just works tirelessly to carry them out and steer the ship exactly where it's been told to go. And this is the really critical part. Your subconscious mind is this incredibly powerful servant, but it doesn't really have a sense of humor, and it definitely doesn't make judgments. It just takes your normal, everyday, habitual thoughts, the blueprints you feed it, and it gets to work, immediately building a reality from them, whether they're good for you or bad. So, if the subconscious just builds whatever the conscious mind thinks about all the time, how do we make sure we're giving it the right blueprints? Well, it all comes down to one simple but really fundamental law. This quote from Dr. Murphy is really the heart of this entire philosophy. Your life doesn't respond to what you wish for, it responds to what you truly, deep down, believe. Whatever your conscious mind accepts and feels to be true, your subconscious has no choice but to bring into your reality. That's just the law of how it works. And this is the part that honestly unlocks the whole thing. It's not about just repeating words over and over again. It's about the deep feeling behind those words. Your subconscious responds to conviction. When you can genuinely feel the reality of what you want, that's when your subconscious gets the message loud and clear. Now, to make this idea a little easier to really get a handle on, Dr. Murphy uses this brilliant and super simple metaphor that you can literally apply to your life every single day. First, you've got to understand your role in all of this. You're not just some passive observer watching your life happen. No, you are the active cultivator. You are the gardener. And your subconscious mind? Well, that's the garden. It is fertile soil, and it will grow absolutely anything you plant in it, without question, without judgment. It can grow the most beautiful flowers, or it can grow a bunch of thorny weeds. It doesn't care. Which means every single habitual thought you have, especially the ones that are charged up with emotion and belief, is a seed that you are actively planting in the garden of your mind. So the conclusion here is pretty inescapable, right? If you're constantly planting seeds of lack and fear and failure, well, that's the harvest your life is going to give you. But if you start to consciously, deliberately sow thoughts of peace and success and health, your subconscious mind is going to work around the clock to produce that reality for you. Okay, so the theory is powerful. I think we can all agree on that. But how do we actually do it? How do we consciously plant the right seeds? This is where we get practical. We're going to open up a simple but really effective toolkit. Here are 5 key steps. First, quiet your mind. Get into a relaxed state. That makes your subconscious way more open to suggestion. Second, use your imagination. Don't just say words. Vividly picture the end result. What does it look like? What does it feel like? And third, this one is maybe the most important. You have to feel the reality of it now. That feeling is the language your subconscious speaks. Fourth, you gotta be consistent, right? You wouldn't plant a seed and then dig it up every day to see if it's growing. Give your thoughts time. And finally, number 5, rest in conviction. Just let it go with this peaceful sense of knowing it's already done. And here are a few simple do's and don'ts to keep you on the right track. You always want to state your affirmations in the present tense, like your goal is already a fact. Use powerful phrases like I am or I have. You want to avoid weak stuff like I wish or I hope. And this is a big one. Focus only on the positive end result you want. Don't talk about getting out of debt. Instead, affirm that I am prosperous and abundant. See the difference? Look, the power to change your life doesn't come from changing your circumstances on the outside. It comes from changing the thoughts you plant in your mind on the inside. So, what does a really powerful seed actually look and sound like? Check this out. Here's a powerful affirmation right from the source material. It's for creating a harmonious life. Notice how it's positive. It's stated in the now, and it claims these amazing principles like health and harmony as already yours. This is the kind of clear, confident blueprint your subconscious mind is just designed to execute. At the end of the day, you are the gardener of your own reality. Your habitual thoughts are the seeds you plant. The guidance is right here. The tools are in your hands. So the only real question left is, what seed will you plant today?